Watch as the leaves turn from green to golden, orange and red, as they flutter and fall from the autumn tree. This video is in collaboration with Sarah. She has lots of different DIYs on her channel, from boho to shabby chic, which is one of my favorites, and Farmhouse. She is really talented, super sweet, and she has the cutest little girl called Brie. So check out Pajama Crafts, show her some love. The details will be in the description box. First off, I'm going to make some no-sew acorns using some polystyrene eggs. This is a great way to use your leftover eggs from last Easter. I'm just going to be doing a set of 3. And you can go as big as you like or as small as you want with the eggs. So all you're going to do is cut off a small bit of material. You can just roll it over to see how much you need as an approximate. So once you've got your little bit of material, you can wrap it around the egg like this. And then you're going to make some snippets. So I've got one, as you can see here, and then one there, and I'm just going to carry on making a few if I need to. So what you want is, you just kind of want to wrap it around without the creases showing. So this side, you can see I haven't got any snippets done, and it'll kind of just look like this, and we don't want that. So when you see that going on, just give it a little snip, and then you can sort of glue it down so that it's got a smoother finish over the egg, if that makes sense. You want to have your hot glue ready as well, so that we can just start sticking them down. So all you're going to do is simply cover your egg with the material, and then we're going to cover the top part of the egg with some twine string. So I've stuck out the back, and you're just going to apply a small dot of hot glue and wrap it around. Once you've done that, you can just tidy up by cutting it. I've also snipped off some of these branches, so what you're going to do is just hot glue it on the top for the finishing touch. And here's all 3 acorns. Aren't they just the sweetest, most adorable things? I really love the neutral colours and how rustic it is. Moving on to DIY number 2. For my second DIY, I'm sort of doing a trash to treasure. I'm taking this box, it had some tea bags in, and I'm going to transform it into a 4-wagon. I'm going to start by taking my craft knife and then slicing this in half. Now that I have it all cut out, I'm going to take this decorative sticky vinyl, because it looks like wood, so I thought that that's perfect, and then I'm just going to cover the box and stick it on. I'm placing my box on top, and then I'm just going to cut its size. I'm going to use this gold ribbon to add a little detail and tidy up the top edges of the wagon. I'm going to stick it down with some hot glue. Now I've got these sticks that were left over from some ice lollies. I'm going to use these to attach to the bottom so that we can also add our wheels on. I'm just going to slide it under and mark where I want to cut it. And now I'm just going to repeat the same mark on the other one so that they're matching. I'm using my pliers to cut it. And then I'll sand the edges off once I'm done. Now I'm going to take my box and apply some hot glue to stick the wooden stick down. Next I have these sticky foam pads. They are circles, so I thought that these are going to be great for the wheels. What I'm going to do is take my white acrylic painter pen and just colour in a white circle. I'm going to set these aside so that they can dry, and we're going to move on to making the handle. I'm going to use the same wood that I used before from the ice lollies, and I'm going to cut it with my pliers. And you can see there's already a little nice point on there. So I'm just going to maybe add the handle on, and what we're going to do is just hot glue it to the wagon there. Now I'm coming back to the wheels and I'm going to add one last detail. I have these small black circle stickers and I'm just going to add them to each wheel in the centre. Now these are sticky already, but I'm just going to secure it because it's not that sticky. I'm going to add a dot of glue. And then we're going to add them onto the wood. Now for the handle of the wagon, I just took some thicker wire that I've got and I cut its size, bent it to create a small hoop. And now I'm just going to stick it to finish off the handle. Now our little wagon is all ready. I'm going to add in some straw or some hay and some pumpkins to finalise it. I've used this previously in one of my DIYs. It's just the remains of some packaging from some bubble bath. So we're just going to fill it up, place it all inside. I'm just going to colour the handle because I just felt like it didn't go, it's silver, so I am using my Arteza pen. Now I've just gone and added in all of my pumpkins. These are actually real dried fruit, these ones, and these as well. These have just been painted. For the final thing, I have decided to make a small sign for the wagon. I've just got this off Google and I shrunk it to different sizes so I can have a look at what matches, and I think I will go with this one. So we're just going to cut it out and stick it down with my glue stick. And here's our wagon completed. I absolutely love this. It's so cute and adorable, and what I like most is that I made this completely from scratch. It can't get any better than that, folks. Recycle, craft and get yourself some nice cute decor. Now on to DIY number 3. For our third and final DIY for today, you're going to need a fence. Now you can go as big again or as small as you like. I have kind of gone small with everything, so I thought I will carry that on. And then you're going to use 2 tumble tower blocks. We're going to stick them together using our hot glue. I brought this for my fall DIYs. It's actually a mat, but I am cutting them to use for various DIYs. So I've cut a small bit to match the size of this. I'm going to hot glue it down. Then I'm going to take my fence and glue it just there. I'm going to create a teeny tiny little bunting that says fall. To do that, I am taking this paper which I have created using tea. So I took a tea bag and then just kind of painted the paper. You can do this with coffee and then just let it dry, and then you've got this really nice vintage look. So I've cut this small triangle out, and I'm going to go and cut the same one out a few times so that I can spell out fall on it. For the next part, you can do this with stamps, you can do this with a Sharpie pen by hand. I'm going to use these dry transfer letterings to spell out fall onto my bunting. And look at how neat and tidy they come out. Sometimes I do prefer using these because the stamps can just get a little messy. It doesn't come out as neat as this. You just peel it to reveal your letter. So we've got 2 L's to go. Once you've got your letters ready, you're going to take your hot glue, add a little to the back, and then stick it to your twine. Now we're going to stick this to our fence, and I was debating whether to stick it straight or make it a little fun and stick it like this. I felt like I had some difficulty seeing the bunting on the fence because, as you can see, it's kind of the same colour. So I'm going to add to the fence using my acrylic painter. Hopefully that will help the bunting stand out. Okay, now I'm ready. I can finally stick it down. I think that really did help. I'm going to add some orange dried flowers to the side. And then lastly, I'm just going to apply these tiny small pumpkins again, 3 this time. And here's the third and final DIY for today. I feel like this piece is pretty simple but effective. I really love how the bunting came out, especially the lettering. It's really nice and bold. These DIYs really do put me in the autumn vibes mood. It's kind of weird crafting for autumn because we've got a heat wave going on right now. I hope that this video has inspired you to look around and know that you don't always have to have a lot to make something beautiful. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and make sure you check out Sarah's channel. Take care and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!